Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Chicago Bears and the Tennessee Titans.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the number 2 pick in 2017.
And one of the few knocks on him coming out of North Carolina was just actual game experience, just 13 starts in college. But he worked so hard at making up for that lost time. He loves the game, crazy about the film room, and guys just naturally gravitate towards him. I think he's got a chance to be an excellent leader and player.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Chicago.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Trubisky on first down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
12 yards there and a first down. Montgomery back to the ground. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That is caught inside the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Bears take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Bears ball carrier.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
1st and 10.
Ah, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And the catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 22, Trubisky. And this is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 3 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Tannehill. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Adam Humphrey.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw is Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To the air again, Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 6 yards away. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it.
A lot of football, full half to be played. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Again, it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he will have a Titans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Bears first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Titans take over first and 10.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He's upended after a gain of 4, up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. He was a second-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a first-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the second round. They got a steal with this player.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. Philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting and inserted them into their lineup.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again. Copeland. He'll drop it underneath to White. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Copeland. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
1st and 10.
The end result, 21 yards. First down, here's White. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Copeland. That's complete, right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Copeland. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
7-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A first throw for the backup Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this will be caught by Mooney. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 93 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They have enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now the second down throw on target. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Copeland. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a carry for Wright. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Copeland. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
From the gun, Copeland. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On the return is Cohen. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over.
At their own 20.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Patterson on the carry, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
The play action fake, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one. On the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Here's Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Able to find Willis. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Throw caught there by Willis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing on first down. Copeland. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
10-yard line.
Looking to throw. Copeland. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll run with White. And a fast footwork by White. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll make it second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And goal to go.
Operating from the gun. Copeland. He's got it. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
Completed pass, brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, fourth quarter. You're going.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 42.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 35-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's brought down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Chicago.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Patterson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tonight,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.